Hello and welcome to SAF TV. I am Natasha Brown, and on this particular segment, if I should call it that, we'll be keeping abreast with the ongoing campaign and the ongoing conventions, happening, especially with the APC. PDP has already concluded theirs. I think Labour Party as well already have, assumed Peter Obi as their presidential candidate, their presidential flag bearer. So, and today, APC did conclude theirs, and as we see, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually came out tops as their flag bearer. So, to discuss all that has been going on in the political sector pertaining to 2023 elections, I'll be to join us at the studio will be two very astute individuals who are political analysts in their own right and will be dissecting things from all the various parties, with the top three, especially PDP, APC, and Labour Party, with primary emphasis on the just concluded, election today for the APC. So if you can hear me, Mr. Victor Sioku.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, Mr. Victor.
Yes, I can hear you, madam.
Okay. Thank you so much. Welcome on this particular segment. Hope you're doing good today.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Absolutely. Mr. Sonny Gomorai. Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, absolutely.
Yes,
So
I
thank you very much. So let's just get right into the discussion for today. How do you actually feel seeing Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu coming up tops as the flag bearer of APC, for the presidential ticket? Did you see that coming, Mr. Victor?
Well, I didn't see it coming actually, because I was rooting that he would be either second or third from the list. Because, mind you, the president made it known that he wanted his own candidate, more like his successor. He wanted to pick his successor. And there was also strong indications that Tinubu was not among the list. Okay?
Yes.
So for the fact that the president came out to make that pronouncement, made me have a shift. Okay?
Okay.
So the favorites there were Professor Yemi Osibanjo being a loyalist to the president. Then the Senate president, Ahmad Lawan. So also, mind you, the chairman of the party, Senator Adamu, came out just 24 hours to the election, and he announced that the president has picked the Senate president, Ahmad Lawan, as the consensus candidate. So it turned the whole scenario against Jagaban himself. But politics, anything can happen. Within 24 hours is too much for decisions to be made. And he came out victorious. Congratulations to him.
That was really, it was not, for some of us, I think for some Nigerians, it was not unforeseen, so to speak, because there was the case of him being the most popular candidate amongst all of the ones who, came up as aspirants. So it didn't seem to be far-fetched that he probably, would get the ticket, to stand in as their flag bearer. But then, Mr. Sunny, please, what do you think? Did you envisage that, Tinubu would come out tops amongst all of the candidates?
Well, for me, I think it's a mixed feeling for me, because I'm not surprised, and I'm also surprised, because the elections now in Nigeria has it has become a monetized kind of election. So I'm surprised, that even at his age, because me personally, I don't want him to emerge as winner. But hey, what can we do? Because right now we are saying that it's the person that has the bag that has the vote. So it's a mixed feeling though. Even though I never saw this coming, and I really didn't want him to win.
Yes, I totally understand you when you say that it's a mixed feeling, because I know that with a whole lot of Nigerians right now, it's mixed feelings all over the place, because a lot of us, or a lot of Nigerians they would normally not pick him as their choice candidate, even though he has a lot of supporters. But you made something, you mentioned something about this particular electoral process, with the delegates and all that in each party looking like it's the man with the most monies that will be able to get the most votes, right? So my question to you, Mr. Sonny, is this. Do you think that electoral process where delegates are the ones to mandate who comes out as their flag bearer through voting, do you think that process should be scrapped and replaced with something else? Since it looks like corruption is the order of the day when it comes to delegates.
I think to an extent it can be curbed, but you cannot totally scrap the process, because these delegates are party members. You understand? So what I would
Yes.
have expected INEC to do, or maybe in previous elections, is to come up with laws, that is going to protect Nigerians. You understand? Because these delegates are actually
Yes.
representing Nigerians. You understand? They are representing a whole large number of persons. You understand? So they should come up with laws where each person that is going to be running for a position should not have the leverage of throwing money around or coercing people with money. People should be left to vote based on credibility. You understand? So if they put such laws where
Yes.
they say, okay, if we find out you are bribing somebody to vote for you, you'll be penalized, or you'll be asked to withdraw from the case, from the race. I mean to say, people. I think the aspirant themselves, they will sit up and start doing their own work. Once you have an ambition to run for office, you go and do your homework.
Okay. Well said. I totally agree. I agree with you on that. Mr. Victor, are you there?
Yes, I'm here with you.
Okay. Do you agree with what Mr. Sonny said, or you have a slightly different opinion?
Well, you can't scrap away. You can't scrap the delegate system. Okay. So, but what I think the is about the institutions we have. Okay, it's not just about laws. The laws are there already. You are not supposed to buy votes. Okay. So, as it stands, there is no solid evidence to show that there was vote buying. Okay, vote buying is a crime in Nigeria. We can't take that away. So, but we
And
should also,
and the thing, yes, yes, go on.
okay, so we should also note that these politicians are strategists. They know how they go about it. If you try to get them from one side, they will dribble you from the other side. But like I said, there is no evidence to show that there was vote buying. These are just insinuations and speculations. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. The thing is, the slightly funny thing about this particular 2023 election is that we have a whole number of parties actually coming out, to contest. But then it seems like only these three parties are being mentioned: the PDP, the APC, and also the Labour Party. So it seems like every other candidate is sidelined. Nigerians are basically seeing just three candidates. But before I go into that, Mr. Sonny, about Tinubu emerging as the APC flag bearer, a lot of Nigerians have issues with it because they don't see him as a credible person. They don't see him as someone that should be given the country to lead. So what would you say about that? What do you think is behind his ambition to actually be president? Mr. Sonny, please, if you may.
For me, I'm not a supporter of Tinubu. I'm not a supporter of PDP. You know, I'm a Nigerian and I have my PVC. And when it's time to cast my vote, I know who I'm going to cast my vote for. But for him being credible, I can't really say. But I know that from past records, you know, because there was a time AIT did a report in 2019 about Tinubu's the story of Tinubu from where he was coming and how he got into power in Lagos State, how he was able to make. They indicted him in so many ways. That report indicted him in so many ways, and the report really shook this country. So he has a lot of questions that he has not been able to answer, even with the bullion van incident that was caught on camera during the Buhari's election. So people is still questioning his character, but for some, they said when he was in the governor of Lagos State, yes, he worked, yes, he did some jobs, you know, and you could see even the jobs that he did in Lagos State in terms of development till date, people are still crying foul because a lot of these projects are still linked to companies that were registered in his name. So how can you... So the facts are there. A lot of things is already there indicting him. So me, I'm not seeing Tinubu coming to do something different, or is the Messiah that is coming to change Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. Well said, thank you very much. Mr. Victor, something, if you're there, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, something that sticks out on social media at the moment is the pulse of Nigerian youths. Like you can feel the pulse on social media that a lot of youths feel demoralized because they're saying that we don't have any credible candidates to choose from, that even though Peter Obi seems to be the favored candidate with the youths, they're feeling slightly hopeless because it seems like he doesn't have the financial prowess. He doesn't have that popularity to be able to stand up against Atiku representing PDP and also Tinubu representing APC. So what do you have to say about that? Do you think we actually should be demoralized, like there is no hope, because it seems like we're caught in between the devil and the deep sea, so to speak. But honestly, what's your opinion about this, especially with the pulse of the Nigerian youth?
Yeah, I can feel the atmosphere, especially from the south and the southeast, okay? For the southwest, mixed feelings. For the north, some mixed feelings, because some part of the north, we are thinking that the Senate president will do the thing, as in will be elected flag bearer of the party. Okay, but there's one shocking thing about the emergence of Atiku and Tinubu. They have common factors going for both of them, and that is what these people, when they were in service, they were able to make investments that would lead them through old age. What am I talking? For somebody like Tinubu to come out and other governors are complaining that they don't have deep pockets like him, you know what that means? An incumbent governor is scared of an ex-governor because of the deep pockets of an ex-governor. That tells you that these governors are going to re-strategize. Because they know that Nigerian politics is about money. Now, come to think of it, Tinubu was governor 1999 to 2007. And he has been with this liquid money. So what does that tell you? What does that promote? It promotes that the governors of nowadays will find strategies that when they leave office, monies will be growing at their backyard.
Yeah.
So for the youth, it's unfortunate that the youth are agitating that these men are old. And come to think of it, the two parties are the most structured party in the country. You can't help it. These men have the monies and they have the power. So it is what it is.
So, are you saying that the youths feeling the way that they feel is actually legit? You know, it's something that we cannot say that they're overreacting. It's actually true how they feel. You know, as to this is not going to help us in any way with the way everything is being run at this point in time.
Well, I think the youth should try and re-strategize. And also, this is a delegate matter. Mind you, it is a party matter. Okay, look at somebody like Emeka Nwajoba. He wasn't even available. One of the youngest persons we had on the list. Okay, what about the lady? The barrister Uju?
Yes,
that was
Barrister
supposed to
Uju,
represent
yes.
the women folks. These people, they could not help it. Okay?
Please, can
Tinubu
I
is too
also
powerful.
react to? I want to also counter what Mr. Victor said.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Natasha?
Oh, okay. Just hold up. Yes, I can hear you. Mr. Victor, are you done? Are you done?
Yes, please.
Okay, please. Mr. Sonny, you can go.
Okay, I want to say something in concern.
Hello?
He was talking about structure in terms of PDP and APC. Okay, that they are the most powerful. Yes.
And APC.
But I also want him to know that if we continue to give credibility to APC and PDP and say, okay, they are well structured, they are this, they are that, I think all these kind of languages also always scare people from wanting to make an attempt. You understand? You know, look at Peter Obina. He left.
Yes.
He left PDP to Labour. People are saying, "Oh, there's no structure. There's no structure." Is it angels that will come and set up the structures? Is it not human beings? So I believe that, for me, I like the way he left PDP. Let us start building new parties. You understand? Even if he contests now and he fails, and he remains in Labour, more people will join him. You understand? And you should know that for you to achieve anything, you don't achieve something overnight. You understand? Because I believe that even before APC got to this level, it took them years of planning, structuring, for them to take over power from PDP. You know how long PDP was there, but they were persistent. At the point they had to merge with other smaller parties. You understand? So I think that if the youths really want to take power, then it is now. We have to start putting our structures on ground gradually. Because we will not continue to say PDP, APC, because as far as I'm concerned, these two parties, they failed.
Oh yes, absolutely. I would even think that to say that I think also that they have not done well in their various respects, because right now even Nigerians are saying what we need is a forward-thinking person, and then unfortunately what we are basing most of these candidates on is on their popularity. We're not looking at if they're skilled, we're not looking at how competent they are, we're not looking at if their motives are altruistic. We are just saying just because they're popular, they should be there. And unfortunately, it's a sad thing. But you know, in closing, I would like to hear your thoughts on this. How can us Nigerians, especially the Nigerian youth, how can we rise up to the fact that we have the voting power in our hands? That no matter how much they would want to try to rig it, we have the power with our voting that we can actually be able to put who we want to put there if we come out and mass to vote. What do you have to say about this, Mr. Victor?
Okay, yes, the power lies on the youth. No two ways about that. Okay, so the youth should try and there should be strong sensitization with respect to vote buying. Buying is quite deep rooted. No, it's not quite. It's deep rooted into our system. That for just 2,000 naira, you see somebody selling their vote because they'll tell you that their vote will not count. Nigerians have lost interest in the electioneering process, and that has also been to the fact that INEC has not also helped matters. Okay, even getting
Yes.
PVC, it's a struggle for many persons. Okay, so it's not just about the youth going out on social media, canvassing and all that. Okay, this is not a social media election. That's what I also tell the youth. They should come out on the D-Day and vote whoever they think will align to their principles, their favorite candidates, their populous candidate. They can come out and vote and make sure that they don't get lured by accepting those peanuts. I call them peanuts because after collecting that money in the next 4 years, you will suffer for it.
Mr. Victor, hold on. You say peanuts, but then those delegates were giving us about, $20,000 allegedly. That's a lot of money.
No,
That's a lot of
for
money.
the general election, it's not up to that figure. It's not up to that figure. In fact, what these guys do, they try so much to pay delegates because it's just about PDP and APC. Yes, we have the Labour Party, okay, because of P2P that just joined, okay, but that doesn't mean that you will mark out the APC and the PDP. It is their election, as far as I'm concerned. Unfortunately, some person might not like it because I believe that Labour has a lot of work. I have not seen them really push. Okay, look at what is happening. Labour as a party is not really pushing. It's about P2B and the youths. Okay, the party itself, what are they even doing? In fact, there is even a lawsuit that they need to even tackle before we start saying that P2B belongs to the right faction, because we have faction issues with the party. So, like I said, it goes down to the youth. If they really want to make their mark in the 2023 election, first thing first, do not accept those peanuts that will be given to you. Come out and vote in mass. Go and collect your PVC if you are registered. If you've not registered, go out right now. Find a way. Nothing comes easy in this country. Is it PVC? Is it BVN? Is it NIMC? International passport? Driver's license? Nothing comes easy in this country. So you need to go out there and get yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Go out there and get your PVC, come out en masse and vote. Do not even try to think that your vote will not count, because it will, and hopefully INEC will do the needful at this point in time. Mr. Sonny, please, if you're still there, your concluding remarks.
Okay, I just want to urge all Nigerians to, I also want to, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, please, I can. Yes, I can hear you. You can go on, please.
Okay, I just also want to add a little about the INEC electoral education. I think INEC has not really done enough, because if you go to INEC, see the budget for INEC, you will see that they have a lot of millions of naira was assigned for electoral education, in terms of educating Nigerians why they should vote, why the average Nigerian still believes that their votes do not count. You understand? Like today, I was talking to somebody one-on-one. They were saying, please leave me, my vote does not count. You know, a lot of Nigerians still do not have their PVCs because of the bottlenecks you have to go through when you go to the office there to do your registration. Okay, they started the online registration, which they've ended now. So they just have up till the 30th of June for people to still go and do their registration. So with all this, I still want to urge Nigerians to go out, do your registration, get your PVC. Your vote counts. Because if your vote does not count, these people will not be spending as much as $10,000 to pay delegates to vote for them. The election process is all about numbers, you understand? So you can see that if they could spend this much to buy delegates, then that means your vote counts. Go out and get your PVC and vote your conscience. Because if you do not vote your conscience, you will continue to suffer. And you will continue to complain. You understand? So do the needful. Do what is right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your input. Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. Thank you so much, Mr. Sunday, for your time. And you have heard it all from our speakers for today. Go out there, get your PVC, vote en masse, and know that your vote really does count. INEC, do the needful, as we all Nigerians are hoping on you to help us deliver our country into a more progressive country, so that we have less of Nigerian youths, leaving the country, and less instability and insecurity happening and running rife in our nation. So thank you so much for watching, and for more of such conversations we'll be having, do stay tuned to SAF TV. I remain Natasha Brown. Bye for now.